Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be creating several labels and cutouts for some treats. It's an elephant baby shower. So first, I want to use Inkscape because I want to create a shadow for my wording. So let's go ahead, let's go to Inkscape. This is really easy. If you're new to Inkscape, it's free. You can go to inkscape.org, download the program for free. Don't get overwhelmed with all these little things around. If you follow me, if you go step by step, you don't have to worry about what's this for, what's this, and so on. Just follow me and believe me, it will be easy. Once you're on Inkscape, go to your left-hand side. You see a big A, that's for text. We're going to click on it. You go inside your box and you type in your text. Once you do that, I'm going to my banner up here and I'm going to change my font, which I'm going to use the King. This font, I found it on DaFont and I uploaded it to my computer. So once you do that, you have it right here. Change your cursor because it's on text. Let's go up to the left-hand side, click on that cursor, and it's right here. So let me just go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see it. Okay, I'm zooming in right here, okay? I'm zoomed in. With your wording clicked on, I want to put this, I want to center it, my wording. So you just double click, go up here to your upper banner and go to the middle, which is the center. Oh my goodness, which is the center. Okay, it'll center your wording. Don't worry about this one because we can double click and just click on, not enter. Go up here, which is 93 to your banner and click minus and it'll bring it right back up where you want it. And I think that's fine. And this one, I can put it just a little bit. I'm just trying to, okay, that'll be fine. Just like that. Go back to your left-hand side, click on the cursor. Now, once you do that, we're gonna go ahead and prepare this wording so we can be able to save it to Cricut and it will save as an SVG. Go to path. We have to create a path because this will allow us to, like I said, create it in an SVG for us to be able to cut it in Cricut. So when you click on path, you click on object to path, then we go back to right next to path, go to object. We're going to ungroup. Ungrouping, you're going to see little boxes around all your letters. This is where you can select each letter. You can move it, whatever you want to do, if it's necessary. If you want to move it closer, up, down, bottom, top, whatever you want to do. Now, we go back to path. Let's say you moved it around wherever you want, right? We go back to path. We go back to union. Going back to path, creating that path, and doing union, this is for you to be able to ungroup it in Cricut. If you don't do this, then once it propagates to Cricut, once we save it, upload it to Cricut, you won't be able to ungroup it. Then we're going to go ahead and click on your wording, go to layer, duplicate current layer, and we're going to work on that layer. Drag it down, and then we're going to go ahead and click on path, dynamic offset, and you see that little node right here on top of the B? That's the node. It converts it to a node. We're going to go ahead and drag it. Now, and you can go to the cursor, and then if you double click on the wording, your diamond will come up Or let's say you're on the cursor and you say, oh wait, I want it thicker. You just go back right here on your left-hand side, click on the node, and it'll bring up your, then click on the wording and it'll bring up your diamond, and you can play with it. But I want mine to be touching. So I want it just to touch a little bit because it looks nice like that. Okay, and then go back to the cursor. Now, you see all these little white spots? If you save it as is, what's going to happen is once you upload it to your design space, your machine will cut all these white spots. If you don't want to continue, you can save it as is. Once you get to design space, you can use your contour technique and eliminate these white spots, or get in a shape, size it, and weld it on. But to avoid all that, we're right here on Inkscape. Let's just do it here, right? So let's go ahead, and once you do that, you go to Path, Object to Path, and go back to Path, Break Apart. Once I click on Break Apart, you'll notice that all those white little spots are going to have like a little box around it. Okay? So once you do that, you go back to Path, and then you click on Union. And what it does, it fills in all those little white spots. Now, once you do that, let's go ahead and change it to white with the image clicked on, or a little bit gray. Don't worry about when you save it, it goes on gray, because on Design Space you can change the colors. Now let's go ahead and drag your wording, and what's going to happen is going to go to the back. With that wording clicked on, you go to Layer, Layer to Top, and then we go ahead and fix it right in here. I don't know, for some reason with my mouse, it goes wonky. I don't know. Okay, and there you go. So once you do that, you go to File, Save As, and I'm going to test baby because I think I already have it. It'll go to your downloads, and we save. Now we're gonna go to Cricut, and let's go ahead and upload that. Upload image. Let's go to your Finder. Remember, if you don't want to do this step, you can always hit Browse. I'm on a Mac, so I'm just gonna go to my downloads, and I'm going to get my baby, which color was it? The blue one? I did it so many times. Okay, once you do that, we're gonna go ahead and add our tags. And I'm just gonna put elephant here. And we're gonna go ahead and save it. Do you remember when we were on Inkscape that I had explained about the path and the union and the object to path? Object to path, in order for you to save it as SVG. If you look on your layers panel right here in Design Space, you can see that you're able to ungroup it. Let's go ahead and ungroup. Let's move this out, and then this one we're going to change the color to white. Go in between line type and fill, click on that gray box, change it to white. And then I'm going to change my canvas, color of my canvas. Go to your layers panel all the way to the end, click on blank canvas, go up in the banner, color, and I'm going to do a brown. Go back, and right here. And let me change this color to like that. That's the way. Okay, and highlight entire image, and we are going to flatten that image. Grab your image, just size it a little bit. Go on your layers panel, click on the gray box. Go in between line type and fill. It will identify the image that you just clicked on, the color. Click on that gray box, let's change it to white. Let's set that aside. Now I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this several times because I might need it. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 times. 5 just in case. I'm gonna leave it right here. Right there. go to images, and we are going to start with the Hershey Bar Wrapper. So I need my elephant, I need a sky, I need balloons, and I need a curtain. Click on enter. Go to your left hand side, click on ownership, click on uploaded, and I have my sky, my blue elephant, my balloons, and where's my curtain? Oh, right here in my curtain. I found these images on Google. The elephant, I bought it from Etsy. Once you have all your images, you'll see them on the bottom of the screen. Click on insert images. Let's one by one, let's just go ahead and put 4 inches just to get them out the way. And I'm just clicking on each one of them, 4 inches, and get them out the way. The sky, I'm going to duplicate it like maybe 5 times as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's set them aside. This one I don't need. This one can go with this one. And then I'm going to duplicate all of them 5 times. Just highlight all of them together and just hit duplicate like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're done. We're good with that. Now for the Hershey Bar Wrapper, we are going to create the label. You can go ahead, go on Etsy, or you can Google Hershey Bar Template and you can upload it to Design Space. What I like to do sometimes is, if I don't want to buy it, because sometimes it can be pricey buying templates, what I do is for the Hershey Bar Template, I go ahead and grab a shape. I grab the square, and my square will be 5.25 by 5.5, and we lock it. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one and just walk it up a little bit, as big as I can. Then I'm just going to center this whichever I want the clouds to be right here. You can also fill it in with pattern, but I don't think I uploaded this sky as a pattern. So what I do is place it on the back, place it on top, highlight both images, go to your layers panel on the bottom, click on slice. Let's set this aside, and then we're going to delete what we don't need, which is the back part. Okay, we have our main square, which is the entire Hershey bar. Let's go ahead and size this shape. We're going to go ahead and place it right here on top of the Hershey bar. And this will be 5.25 5.25, and the height will be 1.4. And we're going to go ahead and lock it. And we're going to go ahead and duplicate that. The gray part will be the back part of the Hershey bar. Let's place it right here. It's a guide. Okay, and this will be the front of your Hershey bar. I forgot some items. Let's bring in our barcode and nutrition facts. And nutrition facts and barcode, you can get them in Google or you can create them. You know what? Not even 5 times. This will be just twice. Okay, let's go ahead, since we're here, let's size this, and this will be right here, and then the barcode, I'm going to place it right here, and this one a little bit bigger, and we can place it right here. This side will be without no image. Let's get the curtain. We're going to place it up. Let me go ahead. What I'm going to do, highlight all of these elements and arrange, send it to the front. That way when we grab them, it all will be in the front. I'm sorry, this one goes here. I'm so sorry, guys. Place it right here in the middle. Let's size it. Wait, no, that doesn't go in the middle. This one goes here. I'm sorry. And then we grab our elephant. We're going to size it. And place it right here. Grab our balloons. And unlock. And we're going to size it right here. Grab the name. Unlock. And we're going to size it. You can do it like that. This doesn't matter if it goes to the edge because this won't be folded. What we folded is this gray part. Okay, we're done with that. What you can do is, if you want to save the templates, just grab another box. Let's get some shapes and let's get this a square and size it again to 5.25 by 5.5. And then grab the gray box, go in between line type and fill, which identifies what you just clicked on. Let's change it to red and we're going to duplicate it. And we're going to place it here. And arrange, send to the front. Highlight and group. So you'll know this is your Hershey bar. And what we can do again, 5.25 by 5.5. Make sure you have your measurements and we're going to set it aside. That way, if you need another Hershey bar with another theme, you don't have to be making it again. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and click on that, highlight entire image, attach and flatten. Yep, my wording went to the back because I didn't flatten that wording. So if that happens, unflatten, go to your layers panel. Let's detach. So what I'm going to do, it changed the color when I attached it. What it is, when I had ungrouped this one, I automatically attached it and it attached to the same color as that shadow. So no biggie. Click on the wording, go in between, not in between, go, yes, in between line type. Oh my goodness. And we can just change the color. And let's place it back in there. Now we're going to go ahead, highlight entire image, attach and flatten. And then bring it back here. I want to make sure. Okay, that'll be fine. I was just measuring, see if I have it. Okay, highlight again entire image, attach and flatten. Okay, next we have the popcorn box cutout. The popcorn box measures 7.7 by 3.7. I found them on Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description. Let's go ahead and grab our elephant and the wording. Okay, for the wording, and click on flatten. For this wording, it will be 3.3 by 1.8. And the wording and this baby elephant will go in front of the popcorn box, just like this. And then the elephant will be 1.6 by 1.5. 1.6 by 1.5. Remember, these measurements, I'm using these measurements so it can fit my 7 by 7 popcorn boxes. And this looks a little bit stretched out. So let's lower it to 6. Okay. What I'm going to do is highlight and group it because we're done with this. And this can go down here. And then next it will be the hand sanitizer. For the hand sanitizer, I did not buy the template. What it was, I bought the Bath and Body hand sanitizer, the 0.5, the little mini ones. And I measured the front, the label that I wanted to use. So I'm going to shape, click on a circle, and click on a box. So my circle, I'm going to size it. No, I'm not going to size it now. What I'm going to do is cut it here. Place the square on top of the circle. Highlight both images and slice. And we're going to delete what we're not using, like a half moon, if you want to say it like that. And then that will be 1.3, 1.335, and 1.442. Lock it, and that's the shape for the hand sanitizer. Now, let's grab one of the skies and highlight both images, and we're going to slice it. And we're going to delete this one. We got that. We're going to bring in the sky, the balloon, and the elephant, and we're going to size them. Just here, you can, this one you have to open it. I'm going to highlight all these three, arrange, send it to the front. And we're going to size this one so it can fit our hand sanitizer. And bring the balloons, send it to the front, adjust it right here. Get your elephant. Arrange, send it to the front. A little bit, let me. And I'm going to attach it, flatten it, and then we can go ahead and place it right in here. Okay, remember, you can play with it. Play with your images, size them, put them where you want. Once you're done, highlight and flatten. Okay, we have that. We can put that in the bottom. Next will be the fruit snacks. Now, I forgot to bring in my fruits. So let's go ahead and grab a shape. Grab a square. I'm going to grab another square. And this one. Okay, so we're going to size it 7.25 and 4.5. And we're going to lock it. Again, grab the sky. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Okay, for the middle part, you can use the same square, and it will be 3 by 4.5. Let's put it right here, and 3, 4.5. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and highlight both shapes. Align to the center. This will be the center of your fruit snack. And I forgot my logo. See, guys? And let me delete that. Let's grab one of your barcodes so we can bring it to the front. Arrange, send it to the front. I'm going to add the barcode here. And I'm going to add this one here. Remember, this is the back. And I'm going to have to move it because I have to add. I'm just sending it to the front and resizing it. I have to add the fruits and all that. So I'm just going to have to move it in a bit. Okay, once you do that, remember the gray part is the middle. These two sides are the back. So let's go ahead and grab the curtain, the balloons, and arrange, send it to the front. Okay, grab the balloons, arrange, send it to the front. I want it to be right there in the middle. Doesn't matter if it goes on the side a little bit, no big deal. Let's grab our fruit, arrange, send it to the front. Like this. I'm just trying to move it back and forth. That'll be fine. No big deal. Grab our elephant, resize him, and put him here, right in the middle. Arrange, send it to the front. So this one will be right here. Don't worry about the gray box. Remember, the gray box is just a guide. And it'll guide you where to put your images. Okay, let's leave him right there. And then let's get one of the baby shower. We're going to flatten it, the wording. Arrange. Oh, it's already sent to the front. Good. Okay, go to your layers panel, click on that gray box, and we click on the X. There you go. Highlight entire image, flatten. And again, before you do that, you can save your template like we did with the Hershey bar. Now the Capri Sun. Go to shape, get a square. The square will be 3.5 by 5. Highlight, flatten. Now, put that aside. And then we need the water bottle. Water bottle label will be a simple square, and it will be 8 inches wide. I'm using the 8-ounce water bottles. I use the same size for the water bottles. 8-ounce or 16-ounce. 8.2 for the 16-ounce sometimes I use because I want space just in case so I can wrap it up real good. And then get this one. Could leave it right there. And then this one, I'm going to put it right here in the corner. Okay, got it. Highlight both. Again, flatten. Okay, we have that. Next, we have the piñata and chip bag. The piñata, we're going to go to shapes, square. These are mini piñatas, and this will be, the width will be 11 and 8.5. You might be asking, wait, Cricut Design Space only has certain size, but we're going to do it different. You can design, and then what we can do is save it as. Now, for this one, we need another shape, and then let me change the color. And again, you can save this so you won't have to be in the back and forth sizing it. The width will be 2.9, and then the height will be the 8.5. Once you group it, you go ahead and just move it to the bottom, and well, you can duplicate it. You can duplicate that one, move it so you can save it, like we did with the Hershey bar. Okay, I'm just gonna delete it because it's taking too much space. Okay, and delete this one. Okay, this will be the front of your chip bag, and this will be the back of the chip bag. Let's go ahead and grab the right here. And let's stretch it out. Remember, don't unlock it, because like I said, once you unlock it, it will be too stretched out. It will be way stretched out, and we don't want that. It's best not to unlock it. Let's place it right in the middle. Let's set this aside. But we won't be able to slice because of these. And let's hide this one and hide this one. If you find in Google, remember you have to, oh, I have, let me stretch it out because that goes in the back. When you go to Google, make sure your images are above 300. If you can find 1,000, 1,200, 3,000, that'll be great. You see this one? Because once you stretch it out, it'll be no issues of it being blurry. Okay, and I'm gonna have to resize. You know what? I'm gonna put this one down. I'm gonna put this one down here. And there you go. Go to your layers panel. Let's delete those red squares. Okay, there you go. Now, we're done with that. Highlight entire image. I know you can see some white. You just have to play with it, okay? Okay, once you do that, set that to the bottom. Bring in the piñata. And for the piñata, it's pretty much the same. Let's bring in the curtain and unlock. get a shape, get another square, and this will be 3.5, and the height will be the 8.5, just to make sure if you want it like right there in the middle, which to me doesn't matter because like I said, it goes all around. And it was a little bit off. That seam's in the middle. That's fine. You see? It's fine like that. It was 3.5 by 8.5. And then grab your wording, and then you can place your wording wherever you prefer. Highlight, attach, and flatten. Okay, we are good to go. Now, for the chip bag and piñata, I'm going to highlight and group. I'm going to hide them. I highlighted them and I grouped them because I'm going to do that at the end. And then for the juice, not this one, the water bottle label, the Capri Sun label, and the hand sanitizer, I will make them first. Let me select these and I'm gonna group them so I can hide them all at once. Why? Because these I will cut them on water resistant sticker paper. Once you finish, you want to click on save, title your project, put the title, and then we're going to go ahead and select the machine you'll be using, click on make it. Once you get here, you're going to get all 3 images in one cut. Okay? Once you send it over here, make sure it says print and cut, and make sure you have this black box around your images, which is the registration mark. You need the registration mark in order for your machine to recognize what it will be cutting. If you have here print and cut and you don't see the registration mark, something's wrong. Contact Cricut. I don't know. It has never happened to me, but it happened to someone else that asked me and I had no idea. Next, you have the material size. You'll be cutting on 8.5 by 11. Once you have them in here, what you do is if you need 5, 6, change it here, click on apply. If you want, I don't do that because I get overwhelmed. I just click on 1 and then I'll just, when I print, I'll duplicate the prints, maybe 5, 6. Click on copy, click on continue, send to printer. This is where you select your copies. I'm going to use my wide format printer. Load your printer with your paper, your water resistant sticker paper, and you click on print. Once you print, you come back here, you set your material. I'm going to set it at 60 because it's a little bit thick. Make sure your blade is in. You stick that to your mat, load it to your machine, and press the flash and go button. Once you're done, come back here to these 3 little tabs. Click on canvas, click on yes to cancel. It'll take you back to your canvas. Once you're here, let's wait for the images because we're going to highlight all of them. We're going to group them. Go back to the top and we're going to hide them. And unclick the ones we just grouped before, which is the fruit snack, Hershey bar. Let's click ungroup because we don't need this part right here. Let's wait for it. We don't need this one. We can just go ahead, layers panel, and hide it. Okay, now this one, what I do, I print these first because I cut these by hand because they're just squares. I don't like it. Let's say I have 30, 40 of them each. I'm not going to load it to my machine. This one 30 will be 60 times in and out, right? And this one the same. So I'll just print this one first, follow same technique. I'll print it out and I'll cut by hand. If you're not cutting by hand, well then just click on make it. Same technique, you'll see it here. And then if you want to add 2, depends on how many you might have. but I like cutting it by hand because then I can fill up the page with all of these elephants and the wording. Okay, let's say you only need one. Click on continue. Follow the same technique for these. Once you're done, let's go back to the canvas. Come back here and we are going to wait for it, and we are going to group them. If you want, again, group so we can hide it, and then bring in the chip bag goodness, ungroup the chip bag and the piñata. Okay, let's make sure our size 11, and we just need 8.5, 11, 8.5. Okay, what's going to happen is when you try to make it, it's going to give you your project, it's incompatible. So what we're going to do is, so I'm going to use my cropping tool. Yep, no, it's not responding. So let me click on QuickTime and go on File. I don't want movie recording. Let's go screen recording, and then it should come up, and then capture selected portion, and I'm gonna go here, and just like that. Once you do that, you come up here, click on capture, and it'll send it to your preview, which is right here. And then we're gonna do the next one. Let me see if it comes up like this. Try it again. No, it doesn't. So go back. Let me minimize that. Cancel, file, and let's wait for it. Capture selected portion. And let's do this one. Capture. And you'll see it right here. Okay. File, print. And we're going to select my other printer. Paper size, we manage our paper, 8.5 by 11. Let's select that one. It's not fitting the whole page, right? So scale to fit, fill entire paper. And, oh, excuse me. Fill entire paper. And then for the chip bag, I'm going to print on the Koala Glossy paper. So I'm going to do the glossy paper. Oh wait, it changed. Let me fix it. 8.5 by 11. There we go. And we are going to print. And I want to do it just like this. Okay. Okay, once you have it like this, we're going to go ahead and click on File. Now we're going to go ahead and click on Print. Keep it. Okay, once you do this, remember, save it, title it. Remember, you don't have to cut these on your machine because it's the entire 8.5 by 11 page. Is just to fold it, put your chips, or create the piñata. I'll see you guys back at the table so we can start assembling.